Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing our first actual Q&A where we go through your guys' reactions and questions after seeing the Walking Dead Season 8 trailer. The first one for this one is, do we think that Negan has captured Rick? And if you still have not seen the trailer for The Walking Dead Season 8 yet, I'll put the link in the description so you can go ahead and check it out. Did lots of videos yesterday. If you guys missed any of them, we did a review for the Fear the Walking Dead Season 3 second half trailer. We did the review for The Walking Dead Season 8's trailer. We did a reaction video, first viewing reaction, so you guys can watch it with me for your first time. And we also did a kind of a special one, me giving my thoughts, explaining for people, because it was such a one that was being asked so often. I thought, well, let's just do a video on it right away, which is about the scene at the end of the trailer where we have Rick waking up. So check those out if you guys missed any of them. This one came in from Epic Zombie Killer, and a few people have mentioned this one as well too. Probably the second most common question right now is, hey Trev, in the trailer they cut to a scene with a dude in a trailer. I have a feeling this dude is Rick, and Negan has captured him. What are your thoughts on this, Trev? P.S. Keep up the great work, or the awesome work. So thanks for your support, Epic Zombie Killer. Keep killing zombies in epic fashion. So this one is really quite strange to me, because I have no idea how this could possibly fit in with the first half of The Walking Dead Season 8. If Rick was captured, how could that work? Like, just how... It almost sounds to me like it can't be him, but when I look at the pictures, it sure does look a lot like Andrew Lincoln. I just don't know how that fits in. There's also a part where you have someone looking through a peephole in a transport cart or container type of thing, and it looks like that could be what Rick is in, or whoever that is inside of it. So I really, with this one, I'm gonna leave this one up to you guys. I want to hear what you guys have to say about this one. Write your comments below. Really want to hear the theories, because it certainly does look like him. I just can't think about what that would be for, if he would be kind of in there waiting for, I don't know, zombie herd to pass by or something. Why would he not have his clothes on if he was waiting? Is it too hot or something? Has he been captured by Negan? Does that make sense for the story and where the story's at? I wouldn't think so. So it's quite strange. Maybe it's just simply not Rick. But you guys write your comments below. Let me know what you think, because really, with this one, I have absolutely no idea. I wouldn't think that he would put himself in that position, given the fact that he's got to lead the entire group in this this battle that's going on, unless somehow he's been captured by the Junkyard Group or something like that. I just really have no idea for this one. Write your theories below. Let me know what you guys think, because that's really all I can say about it. I just really at this point don't know. So I look forward to seeing what you guys think, and also whether or not you think it looks like Andrew Lincoln as well, because it's dark, you can barely see it, and it's really hard to tell. Cole Schubert, as well as a lot of people, brought up that maybe the scene at the end of the trailer with Rick kind of in his older form, so to speak, with the cane and all that, is just a screw with you shot, so to mess with you. And usually every year they do put in some sequences like that where they have some parts that are going to screw with you or mess with you. Season 7 didn't really have too much, because it was mostly focused on Negan and the Saviors. We didn't get to really see much with Rick and the others. But Season 5, Season 6 trailer, there was a lot of misdirection in those. So some people think that that scene at the end could simply be misdirection, and that maybe we won't see kind of a time skip and the end of All Out War by like the first half of the season. Some people also think that maybe that shot is kind of taken and put into an episode, but then it'll go back to our regular timeline. So maybe it's like a scene from the future kind of thing, or they just kind of cut it in there real quick, and then you have to watch the further episodes to see how it fits in and how it makes sense out of chronological order. Again, you guys can write your comments below on what you think about that, and whether or not you think it is canon, or do you think it's some kind of, just something to mess with us. That's kind of weird to me, because, from the looks of it, it looks legit with Andrew Lincoln's hair and everything, but I'm not sure if they somehow could put a cap and cover that or something, do something like that just to mess with people. I tend to think they wouldn't go to all that trouble just to shoot that, just to mess with us, and have it be kind of the focal ending point for this trailer, because it's a really important part of the trailer, maybe the most important part for what it means. Plus, you know, we've already seen the start to All Out War and a bit of it in season 7's finale in that. So, you know, they tend to go through action pretty quick. I just thought they would add in more stuff before doing a time skip, because if you look back to seasons 4, even season 5, and you know, seasons like that, there's a lot of stuff they add in. It's like a quarter to half the season is new content that they've added into the show, or really expanded and really extended those storylines. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, and write those comments below. I guess I just thought that when they brought in the Junkyard group and they had all these different groups and all this stuff going on, that they would probably expand on that quite a bit. But maybe it's not a bad thing. It means that All Out War might not be, you know, dragged out and really you know, expanded too much upon. It's going to be more faithful and more kind of, you know, fast-paced. So we'll see what happens with that. Otter058 says, for the ones thinking it's a dream, Rick has scars in his older age scene, which he hadn't in the beginning. Kind regards, Kevin from the Netherlands. So that's a good one as well, too, that he noticed that Rick is kind of scarred up in a similar way. Some people are even thinking like it could be the end of The Walking Dead, where Rick wakes up from a coma and it's the end of the show or something. That's not the case. The show's been confirmed for quite a while longer. It's not the ending. It's not Rick's final happy ending for The Walking Dead. Whatever the case may be, that's not it. And it's not him waking up from the coma for real that he had in the beginning of the show, you know, in real life or something, and the whole zombie apocalypse was a dream. So just to put that out there, you know, in no way, shape, or form could I see them doing that. It doesn't make any sense at all. Doug Galiardo says, Trev, I love you, but I'd love to see you make a trailer just as incredible as this. You know, if I was the one cutting it, I actually think it would be better. I'm watching the trailer back now, and I'm like looking at, I'm thinking about like the music and stuff. Watch the trailer again, listen to the music. I'm like, this is not All Out War music. It's like this happy folk. It's okay for Kingdom, but I mean, this is a war. You know, I don't know, at least for my taste anyway, and I think for a lot of people, with All Out War, you should be going with some heavy metal or rock or something like that for the theme. You know, something, because they barely do that anyway, and it's All Out War, so it's like, you know, give us something like that, and show us at least maybe a cool face-off between Rick and Negan or something, but who knows, I don't know. You know, it's hard to tell how much they filmed at this point. You know, it's really hard to tell what they're doing, because there's all these different clips that don't seem to jive together, and it's like I don't know how that fits in, and how much of the season they've actually filmed already. But yeah, a lot of people not huge fans of the trailer. I think partially because of the music and kind of the feel of the trailer, and how kind of silly and kind of wild it kind of seems. The music has a lot to do with that for sure, I think. And I might do a spoof trailer this year for The Walking Dead season 8. I don't know. We'll have to see how busy I am and stuff like that. Maybe waking up with a beard of my own or something. That'd be fun. Dye my hair white or something. So we'll see. We'll see what we have, and as excited as we get as the season gets closer. So I'll let you guys know. But yeah, a lot of people didn't like the way that the trailer was cut and the music and all that kind of stuff. So I get that. Dunny2K says, hey Trev, what if All Out War lasts the whole season and that old man Rick image is the opening scene of episode 100, as it would be a throwback to episode 1? Then at the end of the season, we get a teaser of a new beginning, and we see Rick with his cane, assuming, you know, something in his leg or whatever is messed up. So yeah, you know, that makes sense that maybe the scene could be out of chronological order, and they could put it in episode 100 as the intro or something, and then kind of go back to the regular timeline. I'd be okay with that too, because the thing that's strange about it, it seems like there's so much going on in The Walking Dead right now. So many groups. You know, the beginning episode 100, is set up to, sounds like, pin the Saviors in with a zombie herd and with them attacking. It's really odd to me that we would see this in the trailer right here. You know, going into this, if I had done predictions for what I think we'll see for the trailer, I would never thought they would include a scene like that with Rick at the end in the trailer. It just seems so strange to me to put that in there. You know, if it's not canon, if it's out of chronological order or something like that, or just to mislead us, then I get it, because I mean, what if like they burn through All Out War and like before the first half or before the end of the first half? I mean, then I might be disappointed, because I might be like, this is supposed to be All Out War. And anyway, we'll see how it plays out. We'll see how that all goes. But you could be right as well that maybe it's a sequence that they put in and then they don't come back to till the end of the season or something. So Also, you guys can write your comments below on that one. And we did kind of get a dream sequence in the season 7 premiere as well too, if you kind of saw that kind of stuff. And then at the end of it, it kind of tied back into the beginning with the sunset and all this different kind of stuff that they used. So Greg Nicotero has been doing some stuff like that. So maybe that is what it is. Maybe it's from episode 100 and it's like a scene in the future put in there, and then they come back to it later at the end of the season or something like that. That would fit pretty good, and I'd be okay with that. And it might make it so all out war wouldn't be crammed, but I just think it's strange they would put it in the trailer if it was something like that. But who knows? We'll see. And again, write your comments below. Let me know if you guys think that could be the case. Mr. Anonymous 120 says, why the F is Morgan fighting Jesus? And again, that's another scene where I have no idea. I don't understand it at all. I'm also like, why is Morgan fighting Jesus? It doesn't make sense to me. Maybe they have a mission at one of the outposts or something they're going after. Maybe Morgan's not playing the game. Maybe he's not listening to Jesus or something like that, and Morgan's kind of gone into one of his crazy mode states and he's not listening to anybody. He's attacking everybody. It will be cool, though, either way. However it's set up, to see Morgan face Jesus with the staff, because Jesus is a super slick fighter as well, too. Morgan is awesome with that staff and super vicious right now, so that could be cool to see. But I don't know what the motivations are between the fight, what causes the fight. My best prediction would probably be that Morgan's not, doing what he's supposed to do because he's gone into crazy mode. That's what I would think. July says, I think they made him look a little too old, and that's for Rick's old man Rick look. And I agree with that. He actually does look a little bit too old to me. It looks kind of silly to me. It just looks silly. I don't know why. Somebody said that they thought that it was fan-made or something when they saw a picture of it on Instagram before they saw the trailer. Then they saw the trailer and was like, what the hell? And I get that. Like, I get that you might think that it's like, some kind of fan-made thing, but it's not. It's legit, and it's in the trailer. So it's pretty strange, and I do agree with you. I think he actually looks a little too old. I also felt like his hair was too long. If they're going to go for that comic look, it should be buzz cut. It should be shaved down further. So that's kind of strange, too. So hear me out, as well as Demon Knight 124 says, Trev Q&A, why do you think we didn't see any Eugene in the trailer? They showed everyone else. What are your thoughts on that one? I just think that, they probably wanted to focus more on the survivors in this trailer, because a lot of people were upset last year that they focused so much on the saviors and we didn't get to see that much of our survivors. This year, they're kind of doing the opposite. They showed a little bit of Dwight, a little bit of Negan. They didn't show any Eugene, which is unfortunate. I don't think there's anything wrong with Eugene. I don't think he's dead or anything like that. I just simply think that it's because they just didn't want to make the focus, or maybe they couldn't think of any scenes to put in with him that fit with the trailer and what they were doing. The trailer's kind of all over the place. It doesn't have a really well grounded theme. It has a little bit of this, there's a little bit of that. It has some Daryl on a motorcycle. It has some Rick at the end. It's got a lot of these different stuff, but it doesn't really cohesively fit, and I guess that's okay. It's over 5 minutes. I'd rather they give us too much than not enough. But yeah, it's unfortunate we didn't get to see any Eugene, but oh well, that's okay. And we'll do a couple more. Rat Princess says, do you think they'll show us any Negan backstories? So that's an interesting one. From what we're seeing in this trailer, I don't see anything Negan backstory-ish at all. I think it'd make a lot of sense to do it for an episode 4 or 5, but with all the other stuff we're seeing right here, maybe we won't see that this time. Maybe it'll be later that they'll bring in a Negan backstory, and maybe it won't be this half or this season. Maybe they think that Negan's bad for ratings and they don't want to have that much Negan this year. I don't know. I do think eventually we'll see a Negan backstory episode, sooner or later, but maybe not this half then. Eddie Porter says, how can you even side with the crappy saviors, Pa? Dearie me, I want the comic ending for Negan. I really do. So I was just kidding, really, in the reaction video. I'm a huge Negan fan as well, too, though. And part of in that trailer, the line I probably enjoyed the most is Negan's line. It's the line at the beginning. It's probably my favorite part of the whole trailer, really. So, I love to see Negan in the show. He's great, and I'm mainly just kidding as well too. Of course, it's just kind of the way it is, and just being silly and having some fun, trying to get hyped for the trailer, trying to have fun, trying to have a good time. That's what it is. You got to put some effort in sometimes. This one is not too bad, but you got to put a little bit of effort in to try to enjoy it, as best you can. I think. Julio Bernal Kyle says, Trev, I've watched The Walking Dead seasons 1 through 6 about 5 times, and I still never get tired. I've only watched season 7 once because it's not on me Netflix. Anyways, how many times have you watched The Walking Dead? So we'll end with that question. Oh man, I don't have a count. You know, I go back over it to get stuff for videos all the time. I go back over and watch. Some people want to see a throwback review, so I'll let you guys know if we're going to do a throwback episode review. Maybe we can get into that and choose a good episode. But yeah, I've seen it probably, I don't know if I've seen it 5 times all the way through every time. I mean, for videos, probably, but I've never really counted. But season 7, actually, I've only watched like 2 to 3 times, which is less than usual, you know, and a lot of it's been for videos and that. And I'm not exactly sure why that is. Maybe there's less fun factor that season than there is prior seasons. So certain episodes of season 7 I've only watched once, really, like the Rick Michonne episode. I watched it and I went back for the review and stuff and breakdowns and stuff like that, but then after that I haven't gone back and watched that Rick and Michonne episode. So I hear what you're saying. Season 7, yeah man, definitely. You know, I still like the season a lot. I think it was done pretty well, but for some reason I haven't gone back and watched it either, which I usually have done a few times by now, by the time the trailer hits. Anyway, that'll be it for this video, guys. Write your comments below. Let me know what you think about all those questions. Again, Walking Dead trailer's brand new, so we're in that territory where we're still figuring things out and seeing what we can decipher from it and what we think is where. So write your comments below, speculating on what you think is what. And if you like this video, please thumb it up below. You can also share and favorite. And if you're new and you want to subscribe to the channel, don't forget to sub. Bottom left to subscribe for lots more videos coming for The Walking Dead Season 8. That's it for this one, and I'll see you guys again soon. It's Trev saying peace. Later, guys. See ya.
You better subscribe.